Hello everyone. I'm in Phuket now, which is on the west coast of Thailand. It's kind of an island, but it's just offshore and it's connected with a couple bridges. I took a flight here from Koh Samui, and so I've left Koh Tao, took a ferry over to Koh Samui, spent a night in Samui. Uh, Nice hotel. I wanted a nice rest. I've been staying in a pretty cheap spot in Koh Tao, and so I finally had a hot shower. They had shampoo and conditioner in the room for me to use, which was a real treat. My hair is kind of really loose and all over the place now. I can do whatever I want with it. And I can get a Justin Bieber look going on and just swing it anywhere I want. The salt water and the sun for the past like 3 weeks had kind of made it so I could mold it any way I wanted, and so that was nice. But now it's like it'll droop down over my eyebrows if I want it to. It's kind of in a delicate balance right now. Anyways, enough about my hair. Um, Once I got off the plane in Phuket, I got a ticket on a minibus, and they only take off or they only leave once the whole bus fills up with 8 other people. But for some reason, the one I bought a ticket for um, only had 3 people, and we're going to have to wait for the next flight to come in, which was going to be like in 45 minutes. And I was just sitting there kind of debating whether I should pay for a taxi in, which was going to be like 500 or 600 baht, and I've already paid 150 for the seat on a minibus. And then all of a sudden, these Spanish guys came over who I had talked to a little bit on the plane, maybe for like a minute, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to come in our car? It's all ready to go." And I said, "Sure, let's do it." So I hop in the car with these 3 Spanish guys. Only one of them spoke English, kind of broken English. Uh, the driver was about 40. He's been to Phuket maybe 4 times, he said. And then the passenger, which I think was his boyfriend, was about 45. He didn't speak any English. And the guy beside me in the back was about 65. I don't know where he fit in at all. I think he was just the third wheel or something. But we had about a half an hour drive into Patong, which is like really touristy area. And I don't know, it was kind of just, it was kind of it was a little bit surreal driving on these crazy streets with these 3 Spanish guys that I had just met, all talking Spanish. Anyways, they let me off on this main road that was kind of like Granville Street back home. It was just closed off to traffic and pedestrians walking through. And it was just flooded with people. Music was bumping. And I don't know, it was one of those images I'll just never forget. These Spanish guys threw me my bags and was like, "Yeah, like, have fun, like, I can't believe you don't have a place to stay." Anyway, so I was just walking. And this people are just going by me and trying to sell me things, and I got my backpack on, and there's like laser shows, and it was just kind of surreal. It was one of those moments that I don't think I'll forget. Kind of like the first time I arrived in Bangkok. But then I found a guest house to stay, like 500 baht, which is pretty cheap. But it's like literally one of the nicest places I've stayed at. I've got a really big bed. I've got an air conditioner, hot water, satellite TV, a closet with hangers, which not really the traveler's way, but I'll take advantage of it. And yeah, I was looking for baking soda today because my sandals are starting to stink. I've been wearing them ever since I went on this trip. Haven't worn anything else. They're the only footwear I brought, and it was becoming a problem. So I went searching for it today. I didn't find baking soda just because there's only, I don't know, there's no real supermarkets out here. They're all just tourist stores. But I managed to find some stuff to sprinkle on from a pharmacy, and hopefully it works because it is really bad. And anyways, I'm heading to Koh Phi Phi in the morning. This place is kind of like not my style. It's kind of like Bangkok mixed with Samui. Pretty much just like anywhere else, but I don't know, just one big tourist trap, at least where I'm staying. But I made friends with the receptionist downstairs, and I asked for a good place to eat, and she said she'd get me like fried rice with seafood for like 40 baht, which is like $1.20. Anyways, this is cheap, especially in this tourist area, which you can pay like maybe 300 to 1,000, for a meal. But I didn't really want fried rice with seafood. I don't know really why she asked me if I just wanted that. So I followed her to this place, and it was pretty much just like this one person's apartment. And there's like four, maybe three Thai girls and a couple ladies, and a lady boy was sitting there. It was like it's like a living room, and it had already come so far. They didn't have a menu or anything. They just had a kitchen, and they started speaking in Thai, and they asked me what I wanted. And I said I'll have a curry, and they didn't really have that, and we settled on some like kind of curry on rice or something. They didn't have chicken, so I got seafood. So anyways, ended up having like this octopus and shrimp kind of curry on rice. I sat beside a lady boy in like some person's apartment. Had like 2 bottles of water, and it came to like 40 baht. That was kind of funny. It's kind of stuff I do when I'm by myself, just because I don't know. It's just, if you get yourself into a weird situation, it's only by yourself, and you're not dragging anyone else into it. But it was kind of fun. And yeah, so I'm going to bed early. I've got the girl downstairs set me up with a ticket to Koh Phi Phi, which is literally like a fraction of the price of some of the prices that they were offering me on the tourist strip outside. So that's good. I'm happy about that. And I'm meeting up with my friends from Koh Tao and Koh Phi Phi on Monday. And yeah, Koh Phi Phi is supposed to be really nice. One of the islands just off Koh Phi Phi is where they filmed The Beach. Hopefully I can head there. Maybe my friends will take some good pictures because my camera is still broken. But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.